Hello my fellow adventurers, welcome back to Living the Grand Adventure. My name is Kevin and Alex is here with me today and we are back at the Deam, guys. Charles C Deam Wilderness. We're going to be here for a couple of nights. Kind of an easier trip because of major heat. We're looking at temperatures tomorrow and the next day. Heat index is around 103, 104. It's a little bit cooler today. Right now it's like 75 degrees. But it should warm up to about 85 here in a little bit this afternoon and evening, depending on weather and rain. Do have a chance for thunderstorms the entire time we're here, so we'll see how it goes. The air is a little bit smoky due to the Canadian wildfires. That's still going on right now. This is the end of June. That's another reason we weren't looking to do a lot of miles, because not really supposed to be out in this weather too much, but we had the opportunity and we decided we were going to come out for at least a few days. Alex hasn't had a chance to hike this particular area yet, so I'm going to let them choose what sites they want to do. We can either go all the way to the lake tonight, or we can cut this little trail in half and camp at one of the established sites that's up here in about 2.5 miles. So it really depends on what Alex wants to do. We are prepared for that. If we end up doing that, it will be a dry site, so we both have quite a bit of water with us. But if we go all the way to the lake, we'll have all the water we need. So we'll see how it goes.
I am pretty excited because we came out here for one night a little while back, and we only stayed one night and it was like winter. So
yeah, it was the end of March because it was the day before Paige's birthday.
yeah, so it's completely different like scenery now because it's a different season and stuff. And I didn't get to see this big lake that we are going to be camping beside at some point during this trip. So I'm pretty excited because it's just a new place.
We are doing fresh food tonight as well. So I carried in the bushcraft grill I've got and my skillet. And we're going to do steaks over the fire. We've got whole new potatoes and asparagus. So we're eating really good on the trail, guys. Guys, we are passing Site 10 right now. Pretty nice site. We've actually looked at that before. Alex, that's an option. There's wood there, fire pit, plenty of trees. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and bypass Site 10 there and keep moving. That site's really nice. I mean, all these sites here at Charles C Deam Wilderness seem to be fairly nice. So we are looking for a particular type of site on this trip. We are hammock camping this time versus tent camping like we did last time when we went to Monroe. And there's two reasons for that. One, we just wanted to hammock camp. And two, with the hot temperatures that we're expecting, there's no need for an underquilt. At least not for us, because we both are pretty warm sleepers. The lowest temperature we're expecting to see at night is about 70 degrees. I mean, that's room temperature. I don't need a underquilt when it's like that. We both do have a sleeping bag that we'll throw over us for the night. We always kind of leave those open anyway and use them kind of like quilts. And, you know, should keep us comfortable. I may not even sleep under mine, but if it would happen to get a little bit cooler, I'll have it to kind of pull over me. But for now, that's what we're doing. We'll go over here. There's a midway point on this trail. This is the Grub Ridge Trail. We'll meet up with the Peninsula Trail. When we meet the Peninsula Trail, there is actually a series of sites right there. And if we decide we want to camp in the forest tonight versus going on down to the lake, that's probably where we're going to go and camp. I believe that's site 12 or 13. We'll look at it when we get there. I actually stopped there on the way out on my last trip. So we'll see if that's where we decide to go or not. But it's pretty right now. They did see quite a bit of rain this morning. The trail is damp, but luckily not muddy. When we looked at the weather just before we left the house, Jenny actually brought it up on her phone while we were getting ready. And she's like, ooh, guys, it's raining really hard right now. And I believe they got about a half inch of rain, quarter to a half inch of rain this morning. So yeah, definitely damp. But it actually makes the forest very isolated. There's not many people here. There were only 2 cars in the parking lot when we pulled up here. And the other parking lot that we passed, which is where the fire tower is, there was one car. So I don't figure we'll have a lot of company tonight. And with the threat of rain all weekend, we may not see much at all. It is 4th of July weekend, so you know, we're late June. Saturday is July 1st, Sunday's July 2nd, so heading into the holiday there. Most people may not be actually on trail during that period of time. Just got signal, if you can tell. I don't know what, it's probably emails and stuff. But it's kind of interesting. Just to let you know, it is kind of celebratory for me. Sunday, July 2nd is my 5-year anniversary of my first backpacking trip. If you'd like to look back on that trip, the very first video of the channel, it's kind of interesting to look back on. I took it with an old phone, did not record in landscape, not much editing, very different feel from what I do now. Learned a lot as far as videography, cinematography, things like that. Still plenty to learn, but it's kind of interesting to look back on that one. It was a trip over to Site 2 at the Park and Pack sites at Mohican, and it was me, Shane, and Michaela, my oldest, which you've only seen her a couple of times on the channel, guys, because she doesn't like to do this. But I did get her out for that trip, so it's very memorable, and that was 5 years ago. Hard to believe. It's been 5 years since my very first backpacking trip. I'm kind of stoked. Hope you guys are enjoying the channel. Here's to 5 more years, guys.
We got caught.
Oh my god, help. Dad.
What?
Look at my shoulder. It's a month.
Hey guys. Kind of got caught by a thunderstorm. It's coming in pretty good. You can't tell. Really windy. A lot of thunder and lightning too. We're kind of camped out under a tarp. We moved it kind of low to the ground due to the rain and the wind. Just trying to keep everything dry as best we can for now. This is only supposed to last maybe 15-20 minutes. Ah, it's blowing in on me. Yeah, good rainstorm, guys. Here we go. Wind's coming from this direction out here. You can tell it's laying some of the branches over on that undergrowth there.
Oh, that's crazy.
We got here just in time. It actually started raining about the time I got the tarp completely set up. This is just one of our hammock tarps, so it's doing the job. It's keeping us dry for the most part. It's not going to be perfect, but it's better than standing outside in it.
Definitely. Oh, and it's cold too. It's a cold rain.
Ah, the joys of backpacking. And that's our fire pit getting soaked.
Yeah.
We tried to get the tarp over the fire pit, but it come on so quick, so we weren't able to get the tarp over the fire pit completely. Ah, it's still really windy. Well guys, we're still sitting here. It's still raining. It's been raining for what, about an hour and a half now? We do have both our rain flies set up kind of the way we're going to have them for the night. Probably have to do a little bit of adjusting, but we're dry for now. It's roughly 5 o'clock. We looked at the weather. It's supposed to rain, according to AccuWeather, till about 15 to 7. So we hope by that point in time it kind of clears off. Looking at it, we may actually get another batch of thunderstorm come through. So you can tell it's kind of misty and hazy in the background here. It's starting to kind of get a little bit through the forest, but it's still raining pretty good. Alex is just squatted underneath her rainfly. I went ahead and got my chair out, and I mean, there's nothing else to really do right now. We can put our hammocks up, but we're kind of waiting until we have the rain flies fully adjusted, just because. Lightning. See if we hear thunder. I'm sure we will. There it goes, yep. So that gives you an estimate on how close this particular thunder cell is. Like I said, we're just going to relax. When we first got into the site, we started setting this rain fly up just so we could stay dry. You know, not as a permanent shelter, but just somewhere where we could set up. These trees, the wind was so strong that they were actually whipping around like that, and I didn't have time to actually video that. I don't even know how good it would have videoed. It was intense. You know, as they always say, when you set up a site, you always check for widowmakers, and we had done that to an extent. A lot of these trees have very short sticks, you know, coming off the tree, branches that broke off. The wind was powerful enough that some of those actually did come down a little bit, and I was standing underneath this rain fly, and one actually smacked me across the back. It stung a little bit, but it wasn't big enough to hurt. There's nothing big enough up there to cause any damage. It was enough that it let me know it come down. Alex is in the chair now.
I got all my stuff moved around. I was trying to set up my hammock, but then it started raining in a little bit more, and I needed to move my rain fly a little bit, so I was using this as a stool at first, and now I'm like, I have to use this as a chair. I'm uncomfortable. Because I've been like squatted down. If I wasn't like moving around and trying to get the rain fly up, I've pretty much been squatted down against the ground like that for a little while now, and that's rough. That's rough on your ankles and thighs and everything.
Yeah. About to try to get a wet fire going, I guess. I don't know. That could be interesting. We do have cook systems, so I guess worst case scenario, we could throw everything into a skillet one at a time and just cook it that way over one of the cook systems. So I guess we'll see what happens, guys. We're hoping maybe we can still get a fire going, but it's not as promising as it looked earlier. But hey, it's still been fun, and we're still having a good time. I mean, it's only 5 o'clock. We've still got 5.5 hours till dark.
Yeah.
Sun doesn't go down to 9:13, so it won't be dark till about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So we got plenty of time just to kind of lounge around and wait for the rain to stop, and then hopefully, more lightning, hopefully get everything set up and be comfortable for the night. Gotta love a thunderstorm, guys. So guys, rain seems to have ended about 20 to 7, which was awesome. It's about 7 o'clock now. We're talking about doing dinner. I don't think we're going to try to do a fire. We're just going to use our cook systems and cook these steaks. We're going to do the steaks and asparagus tonight and save our potatoes for tomorrow, because if we can get a fire going tomorrow, we'll just cook the potatoes directly over the fire tomorrow. You know, they're not going to go bad, but we've got to cook our steak and asparagus, because in the heat tomorrow, those won't last. A little setup over here. I'm on the left, Alex is on the right. Alex is using a bare butt setup with a hammock that doesn't have a bug net installed on it, so they've got an external bug net, and that's a bare butt tarp. And then of course I've got my setup that I've had for a little while. You guys saw that. This is what I kind of tested out at Germantown, minus the underquilt piece. I don't actually have that now because it's just too warm. I'm not going to need it. just kind of enjoying the evening. Now that it's quit raining, you kind of occasionally get drips off the trees, things like that. But other than that, yeah, not too bad.
I got mud on my shirt.
Yeah, we're both a little dirty, so we're definitely looking forward to going down to the lake and rinsing off.
There's salt and pepper in this as well for the unclean potatoes. And that way they won't be clean tomorrow.
We looked around for firewood, couldn't find anything, and just went ahead and we're cooking directly over this BRS stove that Alex has. I don't want to use my alcohol stove because that's not an actual. I can't really control the flame with that so much. So, but with this, we're able to control it a little bit, and we're just going to cook this asparagus, and then we're going to cook the steaks. Might take a little while to cook everything and actually eat a full meal, but it'll be worth it in the end. We'll actually get some calories and be able to enjoy the night. There's actually a group that just came in. They're going down to the lake, so more power to you. You know, we're set up, and it's 7:30 almost now. Just relaxing and getting some dinner going, guys. Should look pretty good. We'll show you what it looks like when we get done, guys. Not what we planned for dinner, but I think it looks pretty good. Got our steak and asparagus. Not too bad. Unfortunately, we don't have our potatoes. And we do still have 2 more steaks cooking that we'll be able to add to this here in a minute. And should be a pretty good dinner. Alex is enjoying it already, so what you think?
It's still pretty good. I mean, even though it didn't work out the way we wanted it to, I'm enjoying it and I'm munching. I'm having a good time.
That works out. Yeah, looks pretty good, guys. I think we're going to sign off for the night. There's not going to be much filming after it gets dark anyway because we don't have a fire going. There's nothing really going on. We honestly probably won't be too long after the sun does go down, laying down in the hammocks. So I figure I'll sign off for the night and we'll catch you on the trail in the morning. Bright and early, heading out towards the lake here at the Peninsula Trail at Charles C Deam Wilderness, guys. It's going to be out this direction. And if you notice, you might be able to see it a little bit. That's actually the sun going down over the horizon out that direction through the trees. And it'll be going down over the lake right now. And we'll be able to see that tomorrow really well, hopefully. As long as it's not cloudy this time tomorrow. Anyway, we'll see you in the morning, guys. Good night.